Hey Jaime, yeah. Hi Spectra, how you doing? Oh my god, yeah, it's every time I turn on my PC it's just you and Saber playing Final Fantasy, just like these people are these people are gonna be way ahead of me, and and they started way later than me. Yo, have a problem. Oh my god, don't start speaking to me about Warframe. Fucking 10 hours farming for materials for a goddamn sword. I mean, I would say that's bad, but I spent also 600 hours just on on the Dark Souls trilogy, so I don't know how to feel. Okay, now that the Dark Souls is ingrained this grind this soul. Wait a second. So I remember his soul. Jaime, you fucking you fucking threw away your university for fucking League of Legends. Your case is just the worst. I'm glad you're becoming a fine lawyer though. You're doing good. You're good being. Well, that's why you're in a PC. Oh fuck! I forgot to go away, go out of the. There we go. I completely forgot I was still on that VC. Wait, why did this change? Oh, god damn it. Okay, give me a second. There we go. And that's that. And now I'm going to delete this. That's that, and yeet. I was wondering for like past 10 minutes when I get a grand company, so that's where I'm at. Wait, you already have like an actual Jesus Christ, man. Well, at least now we have a company to join, I guess. So that's something. Yeah, I know. I'm becoming a good lawyer someday, better than Apollo, not really defend your crimes against humanity. I don't know, mate. Sounds cool. Saiba! Hey, whoa. How you doing, Saba? There we go. Enjoy your sleep, Spec. Also, Saber, I have given you now mod power. You now have the power. Main streaming or D&D sessions will be worse than the streamer server by would be nuts. First thing we would need to stream D&D sessions would have an actual way to stream said D&D sessions, I think. because that's kind of a complex thing, and also have actual pro. Yeah, he's one of the D&D peeps. He's actually the player of Larine. Why did I imagine you something like Luigi? Jaime? Like, oh yeah. Soviet is also here, although a bit silent. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, poor Saber. It seems Lizzie might still not be awake, which is a shame. So that'd be a problem. Where is she, or is she not awake? I cannot tell. Buy my sword, fucker. I rescued Jaime from the cold streets of Italy. It was very nice. Also, I'm only half joking. But yeah, I've known him for like that was 2016. So wait, was it 16 or 15? 15. It was 15. No, wait, it was 16 in Italy. Yeah. So 5 years. Yeah. I've known him for 5 fucking years. Wow. Stop simping. This is a Christian motherfucking stream. How dare you? I can't help that I can't keep my character from P. I mean, it kind of is a Spectra, but yeah. Simping is no sin in the Church of Naming Master. My god. Sith Master Simp. you giving a girl and a girl that looks like gold, and he just can't help it. He's just weak. You are weak, Anakin. How do I remove message? You have to click on the trash bin icon that's next to the name. I'll choose your simply as much as I can. God, if I told you guys about what happened yesterday with Bonk and Larine, my fucking Christ. That was fucking amazing. He knows, he was just making a statement. You're really thinking I don't give good descriptions of your characters, SMH. And by that I mean I showed them Anix's drawing. So for some reason I said to make my character simp. Yes, because you are a simp yourself, Spectra, we all know that. The master giveth, the master taketh, but for now I only giveth. You don't do it usually, but oh my god. Amazing. Back into the mod corner with you. Wow. Do you treat every mod like that, Spectra? Because that's very rude. Oh hey, we have another bot. God, stop messaging. Fucking god damn it. Thanks guys. You whatever. Let me go quickly to the fucking thing. My god, just me trying to click this down button, you guys just like messages. Anyways, now that that's done, can you just do the ban command instead of click? I don't know the command Spectra. I'm a noob at this. God damn it. Taco, you're here. Hello. Something like this. What? Clickety clack, your Senate got the ban. It doesn't show. Amazing. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see. Oh no, don't go, no. Wait, this is why we can't have nice things on the stream. They just spoof away. I think you can just do. Yeah, I just checked it, Spectra. Don't worry. The return to low topic spec big simp. Specky secrets. Oh my god. Amazing. Fair enough, Taco. Have fun with the Genshin. There's another players in the end. This is my life. Anyways, before we spend the entire stream just bashing on Spectra, I think it's time to go back to the game, don't you guys think? We are doing the big change of screen. Whoop! Hey, why isn't the game appearing? What the fuck? That's weird. Oh! The fuck? It appeared when I closed the game. Oh, maybe I have to open it now that the thing is turned on instead of before. Maybe that's it. Hiya! 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 Let's see now. There we go. There we go. It was just being wonky. I'm fine with pushing Spectra. Bye, Specky. We will discuss your simping tendencies with It's in the future, don't worry. Also, I'm going to the chat goes a bit out. There we go. It looks better. Yeah, then this should be tomorrow unless some meteor impacts against my city or something. I will tell you everything as always, Jaime, don't worry. You will hear all the epic tales. Know you. And know you too. Know you to all of you. Anyways, I'm going to take my sip of water so I can do the judge's voice. Oh, shoo, Speg. All three of you are amazing. I'm a bit sad that Holic isn't roleplaying as much lately, but it happens. Yeah, go away before I start spoiling you with my beautiful voice. Bye, Specky. Don't die while playing Final Fantasy. Let me real quick do a thing so I can... There we go. Okay, now I can read chat whenever. Perfect.
The defendant, what do you have to say to this? Say.
Yes?
I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh? You mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. Come again?
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy that? This is just a coincidence. Phoenix did that right.
Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear it more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost badly.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the gameplay between the victim and the defendant.
How about that? Serious competition. The game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant played with all chips on table and lose. When loss was decided, defendant grabs bottle from table and...
Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must be a bitter pill to swallow.
Oh, how many times have I heard these words? I done it in a finger, your honor, and I regret what I done. A common tale, but true.
Me thinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Mr. Wright says he hasn't lost in 7 years, so his testimony must be wrong. Let's go! The game began with 3,000 pointed chips for its man. Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used? No, not special. Usual game, usual rules.
If each man began with 3,500 points, the total would be... Exactly 7,000 points!
Please, this isn't calculus, it's not even long division. Okay. Gavin seems interested in that. How's this going to size? Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used? Of course! Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? It did. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips? Explain? What is there to be explained? Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip of the block, not a motorcycle. Thanks. Now that I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they dollars, rubles even? Niet. As I've been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for capitalists to understand. Oh no! 2 types of chip. 100 points chip and 1000 points chip. It is not money, ta? Justice? Sir! Don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it added to her testimony myself.
Does the defendant want to witness?
Oh hell yeah, I'm going to compare that to the picture. Yes, I do think this is her first direct scrutiny. Added to the testimony. Oh, is anywhere I was going with this?
Very well, witness. If you would be so kind.
Your Honor. Okay, one kind of series for 100 points, so there's 1000. Okay, let's check the picture. One is 100, the other is 1000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's not that, because that's correct. Xing, hello! How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna press it for now. See if I can get something else out of it. Mr. Gavin said this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why.
Mr. Justice? Do the court a favor and think of what you want to say before raising your hand. We're not in kindergarten.
Ah, sorry, I'm fine! I'd better think of something to ask. And quick! Two types of chips. The small ones are 100, the big ones 1000. Right? Right, of course. Ha! Don't waste our time!
Is that all?
Made me stop her and now I'm the one who looks down. Justice? Please try not to embarrass me like that.
Who, me?
There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands. What? It's a simple matter of calculation. Go on, try it. We're not in kindergarten after all. Oh, so it is the chips. Okay. Makes it sound like it's the chips.
Objection!
Oh, okay, so I guess the size was wrong. Okay. Okay, you're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure? It seems on your turn is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won. If you're not in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. In this photo I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1000 points? Why, the big ones, of course, duh! Oh, I thought so too.
But the totals don't add up. The totals? Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points. Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see, 3 plus 1, carry the 5. There, Your Honor. Now, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up, how much is it? Do it yourself, you are in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points, the chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony. But why? How could this be? Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why. Right, there's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Starting points were wrong, chips count was wrong. No, both were right. She was just confused. Carly Death game. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. Give me a second, I just noticed something is... Whoa. There we go. What's wrong, Saber? If all the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, then there can be only one answer. Well, what is it? The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Madness! Utter madness! Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up. With grape use. Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. But wait! The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing. Indeed, they have the larger number of chips. Oh! Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math and add up the points for each side of the table. The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points and the defendant had 4,100 points. Well now, it seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. That's impossible! My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning! Yeah! Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you? Eek! Order, order! It appears the defendant has lost his motive, and Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether we can trust the witness's testimony. Excuse me, what is it, Miss Orley? I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see, see what, Miss Orley? What do we see? In the last hand, there was cheat. Cheat? You don't mean a trick? Wait, or do you mean a scam? They're all the same thing. Yes, there was a cheating last hand, and this is why game ends with chips as they are.
Great, just great. First we have lie, now cheating.
Well, this case certainly has taken a turn. For the interesting... Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
Okay, here we go. Does she have a lobster inside the thing on her hand? I guess that was the Borstis? I don't know.
Last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 chief card in deck. For ace to king, if you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, king becomes argument. The defender's trick was exposed. He took both alone in his hand, poor Mr. Smith.
Except that the hand Phoenix's had is actually worse than the other had.
Why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. A full house is a very high scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience. That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin?
What's a full house? Lawyer sister, you don't know your poker? What does that have to do with lawyering? I can't say this bodes well for your case. Or carry. What is this? Some kind of secret core poker ring? Justice. You know the terms 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number make a pair, and 3 makes a 3 of a kind. Good, now picture a hand with 1 pair and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house.
That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it?
You can see each player's hand in this photo. And you can clearly see... You can very clearly see that Phoenix's hand is worse than his. Because he has like a jester, a king, or a queen, or a king. And he has just 7s. Like... Oh, there was a full houses. We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat. The defense may cross-examine the witness. If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Has ever heard of a fictional conman losing when they cheat?
Yeah, exactly, like, if he was cheating, he wouldn't have fucking lost. Most men have full house.
How hard is it to make a full house anyway? It is quite hard, da. It is making a pair and 3 of kind at the same time.
I guess that's right.
Very difficult to be sure. You can take my word as the poker head of court number 3. Very difficult, da, but it's not impossible.
Okay, full house, hard. Instead of questioning, a waste of time. 4 chief card.
4 of each card, you say? Da! There is 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club. It is interesting fact that this number 4 comes from number of seasons.
You don't say.
Oh, did you know that the cards are numbered 1 to 13? Add all the cards in a deck and you get 364.
Sure.
You don't say, isn't that 1 day short? That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands for the leap year. Thus you have a perfect representation of the year, all in a deck of cards.
Huh, you don't say. We're going to be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this. But my hand is more obvious.
How was it clear? Well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace. A 5th ace? I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith... Wait, Mr. Smith had 3 aces? Wait. No, it doesn't! Okay, well, I guess we found our contradiction. Mr. White's 2. Obviously, cheating was a foot. Or perhaps I said, a hand! I'm going to fucking kill you. Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke. Very well, the witness will add this detail to her testimony, please. Mr. Smith and the aces and Mr. Wright too. That's wrong, you dipshit. Objection! It appears the witness is mistaken. Mistaken? But my name... What are these puns? My God! Look, this piece of evidence. Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. That's the photo of the photo of the chips, is it not? Justice, perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend, because his brain is very small, you see. His brain is very small, but his heart is very big. It's a very interesting character. In other words, use your finger to point out your point. Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo. It is... testimony. It is the cards of Mr. Sadie. Miss Orley, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith has 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the witness have only had 2 aces. Eek! Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question. Objection! Are you fucking blind? Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's this 5th ace? I see cheating, alright, and it's going on right here in this courtroom. 2 aces in each player's hand. Those make 4 aces in total. Hardly proof of cheating. Wait, please. It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you. That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all day. You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin? Gavin? I don't know. Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. What might that be, Mr. Gavin? If you don't mind, perhaps we'll examine the actual cards. The cards? Mr. Payne? Yes? The players' hand that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court. Very well, the prosecution will submit the evidence. Submit! Which will you examine, the external card or the defendant's cards? If these cards don't prove cheating what's going on, nothing will. Now, which was this guy's most suspicious? Vamos a ver las de las... Let's see what... The fact that the victim won against Phoenix has me intrigued. It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards. Very well, Mr. Payne, if you would. Very well. Evidence, victim's hand. Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice. Yes, sir. Time to examine. When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles, tracing the dials on the evidence viewer. That should give you a better perspective on the case. Okay, let's do this. I'm pretty sure... Aha! What? Your Honor, look at this! One of the victim's cards the back is a different color. Eh? That's impossible! But I put that card in Wright's hand. Ah! What was that, Miss Orley? Niet! I merely said that I have it. Your Honor? Mr. Kevin, yes? Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say? The dealer? Wait, so you mean... this witness, Miss Orly, she's the cheater? A professional, I'd wager? Yeah! Well, this took a turn for the interesting. Order, order! Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. I mean, of her mistake. God damn it. No! Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard. That's impossible. I put that card in Red's hand. Ergo, Miss Olga Orly conspired to cheat. Not with my client, but with his victim, Mr. Shitty Smith. Not only did she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean... the defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orly, are you? Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. If Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means... I am! The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orly, of murder. And she dead. Mr. Payne, where's your witness, Miss Olga Orly? It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor. Mr. Justice, Your Honor, since you have presented a new possibility to the court, one suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant this time. What? I did it. I held out. I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries. Objection! Wait. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet. What nonsense is the defendant spewing now? Think. One of the cards had a different color back. Don't you wonder what it means? What are you doing? Mr. Wright! Raise objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous! Mr. Payne, you of all people should know, Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous. Yes indeed. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of the things. Let's clear up the facts of the game that fateful night. As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night. That was said before! The 2 decks at the club had different colored packs, blue and red, 1 color per deck. Why use different colored packs? If you use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. You use different colors and they still got mixed up. We used the red deck for the last game. I see. But that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards. Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards. I think all of you assumed that because of the photo. Whatever. In the end, 1 card of the wrong color going to the mix. Oh, it's going to end up being that it wasn't 1 card of the wrong color. It was 4 cards of the wrong color. Ridiculous. Which means there was cheating. Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo? Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think. In the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There are 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was swapped. Oh? It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? I'm suspecting it could have been after. Like, she wanted Like, maybe Smith lost because she did the cheating wrong. And then to make it seem to put the blame on Mr. Right, she changed them so that it looked like Smith won. I'm gonna go with that one. Perhaps it happened after the murder? Oh, what's that? Ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly! Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible. Take it from me, son! There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible. Oh? Even when the backs of the cards are a different color? If you pull that during the game, you'd be caught in no time. Yeah, because you can just see the back of the cards. Oh! Quite true. That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown, after the murder. Okay, this is going Basilian straight to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that? Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card? Who? The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room, alive that is. The defendant, Felix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley. So, who was it that swapped the red card for a blue? I had to be... Well, it must have been Olga Orley who swapped the cards. She was trying to cover up evidence of the cheating. That does make some sense. Sorry, but there's a problem with that explanation. I was going to say that it was because she was trying to cover her tracks, but... Eh? The SWAT card was from the wrong deck. Yes, a blue card was stuck into red hand. Mix a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors? Remember that you're talking about Olga Orley. She was the dealer. Do you really think she would make such a novice mistake? Actually, I have trouble imagining even the judge making that mistake. Give it a little more thought, Apollo. Right! So it was Phoenix? The one who swapped the cards was... Mr. Wright! It was you, wasn't it? And why would I do such a thing? Well, because, maybe you were trying to hide the fact that you cheated? That would make sense, but the SWAT card was in the victim's hand. Oh. Sorry, I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice. Come to think of it, he would like a motive for helping the opponent to win. Okay, so what was this? So someone else. The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either. What are you suggesting? That's hardly a logical conclusion, I admit. As a defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card. And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Heh. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright? Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is. Fun? How confusing! What are you defense claiming, Your Honor? You never know anything, Payne. It's not news. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Miss Orley, then who was it? Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it? Precisely. I believe we're about to see the case take a new direction. A new direction? We'll find that indeed after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card, because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number of the card on the card. He wanted the person placed the fifth ace with a king. I'm sure whoever swapped it was expecting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist.
True, not until now, but you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person.
It's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. What? What? I believe they just spoke truthfully earlier. You don't make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room. I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption. The problem is that you choose to conceal that information from the court.
I suppose that is a problem, yes.
Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
That sounds so wrong. Certainly, Your Honor.
Very well, the trial will resume in 20 minutes.
Oh boy. April 20th, 11:52 AM, District Court, Descendant Level 3.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is it the truth?
Well now, I think you will know the answer to that.
Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I've no time for mysteries. I'd only ask what you leave to defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph.
Justice? Yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me.
You did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Sorry about that, a little bit of an interruption, play.
That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
You're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there.
Yo, Babu. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter.
Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
One more question.
The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think?
Eh?
You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? Is it unreasonable for you to think I might cheat?
I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years.
Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker.
Eh?
You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case.
I don't know, I think that's probably part of the plot, Jaime. Poker? It's like trial love?
Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win.
Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds.
I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information.
You're kidding!
That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck to insert certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
No. Come on, who noticed that?
Words, habits, twitches. It's all about information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I passed the secret on to you.
But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick out on these signals.
No, you can do it.
Eh? Just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will. Soon. Ah, almost forgot. One more thing. Oh, this case. You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it! I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. My, power? I have no idea. I have no idea my course of steel were that special. But you are Justice. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. To be continued. Yes, save. Do not turn power off. April 20th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Number 2. Go. Good. What? Judge, are you okay? I think you're missing your R's there. Good will now reconvene. Has our witness Miss Olga Orly recovered? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again. That's the thing, you see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify, or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orly take the stand. Very well, the witness will take the stand. Good. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poorer loser. Nah. Not. Oh boy. She's a pirate! Name's Olga Orly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers Orly. Oh really? Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian. My name sounds like O'Reilly. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. Not Russian, sadly, Saber. So I guess I can drop the accent. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? Let me remind you that you're currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences, namely death. Fine. You are a pirate. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Portsmouth Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim. Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. Winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. It was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the house were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright, would then pull out the planted card, and the card would snap shut. You swap the cards. Expose a sitter and losing on top of it would have been a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed, when encountered red-handed, cheating would cost out on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan. She touches next when she's nervous. I know. I have good memory, Jaime, not like you. Oh really, Orly? How droll. But it appears you made quite a mistake. A mistake? I agree, the drop was elegant. Yet what happened to that painted card? Hey, that's right. He's lucky, I'll give him that. You have to be to slip free from a trap like by all the quick fingers, Orly. Oh, really? The witness will be much cuter if she dispense with the evil mastermind stick. Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad, do you hear me? Bad! Okay, let me... Okay, let me just pull the water spray. But Olga, psst, psst. There we go. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
The best laid traps.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Bright locked the last time just like I was supposed to. The Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Bright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was the no-good cheating defendant.
Except that you already admitted you made it look like he cheated. Whatever.
I surprised you, Frank, when you still saw us motion in the dark. That was perfect, I tell you, perfect.
The dirty cheater hadn't messed it up.
Look who's talking!
Well, the testimony for what it's worth is all yours, Mr. Justice. With innocents like her, who needs criminals? And with offenders like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors?
That night I planted the cards.
This planted card, which card was it exactly?
The trump card, the 5 of hearts.
Let me guess, Mr. Wright was to have switched to 5 with the ace to make a full house. What? But none of his heart. What? Oh. Like, I feel like there's some mistranslation there somewhere. At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing there by reading his legend. I slid into Wright's... Oh no, that's the one card you slid, okay. I slid into Wright's pocket. When was this?
Why, of course, before the match, while he was sitting. At the boards were club, we serve boards and suckers.
Remember never to go there.
Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like the boards, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken. And Ray lost the last hand just like he was supposed to, then Smith searched him.
So, everything
went according to plan.
Exactly.
The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without our heads. Once the extra hand was found in his pocket, but will be forever known as cheat and a fraud.
There are worse things we know, as I suppose.
Tell us what happened with the search. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed.
The card disappeared?
Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone. Without trace. Poof. Zippo. Mr. Smith, you're too close. We searched every nook and cranny. When he said his cute little hat.
But the card was nowhere to be found, is this correct?
Never in my long storied career. Never has quick fingers or been so readily duped.
Oh really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts?
Don't look at me, why just a cheating lion to face defendant?
The 5 of hearts is still missing in action. The next one, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
What's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Well...
Oh! Okay, that was a fucking jump scare and a half.
What was just us now? I just said something.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder?
Press.
Miss Orley, you're hiding something.
What are you talking about? You? Me? Quick fingers, Orley. Hide something? The defense will refrain from business accusations.
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Bright hit him. Okay, that affects there. I saw it when Bright hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, Miss Orley, she touched the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Touching her neck, was it? What the fuck? What's going on? I think I'm gonna very quickly switch so you can see how the eye looks. This sensation, it's coming into focus. What the fuck? There, that twitch is so clear. It's like I could perceive her how it like I couldn't before. Perceive? Gotcha! That's okay, a bit creepy, but okay. Miss Orley, perhaps you're unaware of this yourself? Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? What indeed, Justice? I haven't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of the testimony, subconsciously recalling something. Or reacts to the memory as it touches her neck. I'm sure of it. Are you sure you don't want to be a psychologist, Apollo? A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? This is highly unusual. Well, it sucks the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. When you have evidence of the memories to show up, how is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So remind her most of the moment of the crime. Miss Orley, whenever you recall that crime, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happen when you think about the moment of the crime. There is some reason behind this habit of yours. A little weapon that left an irreversible impression of your neck is this. Let's see. Was he hit in the back of the neck? The water is completely empty. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. That's the forehead. The back of her neck. I'm guessing I have to present the bottle, but... Let me check. Blunt, yeah, cause of that is blunt trauma to the forehead. Impression of your on your neck. I am a bit confused. Defendant, Mr. Smith. Defendant, foot of the forehead. Maybe it's the necklace, but I don't have the necklace. Well, I have full health, so I might as well just test stuff. Okay, seems like it's this. It just the fact that even the autopsy says that it was to the forehead left me confused. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. What reminds us more of the moment than this bottle, the murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. not you. This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wall conjecture. The witness habits are completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit, I may confuse myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just trust me, there's only chance to break her. Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Niet, I know nothing. We know you're not Russian. 3 toxic or 3 loud Christian adorable problems. The witness will not testify, please. Now. Yeah, take your stupid outfit off. Bah, fine. I don't know anything else my cycle to the cops got here. There. Since I was still in testimony. I know you have her when you want her, Justice. The circumstances have changed. Her testimony has not. That means there's got to be a contradiction in there. Quite. That night, I planted the cars like I was supposed to, right, but the plant car... You seem uneasy. Strange. You try sitting up here? Her eyes are darting all over the place. I must give it warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like? Oh, well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He spent a days at that table, until the cops came. Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get out of this witness. What do you think about her testimony? I'll tell you what I think. Her testimony is... flawed. It's basically bogus. It contradicts the evidence. What's that? Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony. So you didn't let him out of her side until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that. Boop. Boop. Mr. Orley, we have a record that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. Eh? And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Basketball Club. Ah! So, explain how you've kept your eyes on the defendant while he left the room entirely. Oh, it was a lobster, yeah. The man who picked up the bottle and swung that night wasn't the defendant. Oh, we're back to this scene. With the whole artist ordeal. That is a pretty cool cinematic, I got to say. Showdown time. You dirty cheat. Check his pockets, now! It's gone! The car's gone! You lose. Oh, I see. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right, and he hit me! Oh ho ho! Some master of cheating you turn out to be! Ouch. When I came to, the victim was already dead, is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming! It must have been me who was hit with a bottle. I'm imagining all of this. It appears our prosecution is at its wit's end. And frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Mr. Gavin, sir? I believe that, as a defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big fat liar. What? There 3 were in that room the night of the murder, defendant, victim and her. And she has a motive. A motive? Her plot foil, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith, and the announcement of the argument was murder. What? I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
What tangled webs we weave when practice to deceive. So tangled with what catch ourselves in the process.
Mr. Wright!
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Cabin.
What are you saying?
Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Right, like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder, and the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used, a 4th person.
Ha! This theory again! Your 4th person doesn't exist!
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. Perfect place to catch the real criminal.
The real criminal?
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Apollo? Perhaps you know what I'm talking about. Right at the beginning. Sorry. Remember what I said? The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considered the court after the cards. Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there is one person here, in our court, who thought those cards were blue. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
It's only, I swear!
Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? Well, that would be Christoph.
Take that!
As I expected. Your eyes are near as sharp as your hair. What's the fuck is going on?
I was right?
Christoph Gavin, you were the 4th person that night.
But of course Mr. Gavin knows the colors of the cards.
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor, or the table.
But look,
you can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when you said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light.
It is true the defendant was engaged in a card cover with the game victim. It was only that, a game in the purest sense.
A competition, Your Honor.
A competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs breathing blue flame, know its final outcome. Yeah, like Christoph was very adamant about them being blue, which is, well, Christoph?
Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter?
No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden.
Right, you're not seriously accusing me, are you?
Oh, Christoph? You know, even I'd never take a joke this far.
Well, this is a plot twist and a half. This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. Defendant accuses his own defense attorney of murder.
I assure you, I'm quite sane.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim had never even met.
Well, what if they have?
Huh?
There's a possibility, after all. You may have met that night, before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright was silent about? Only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court.
Objection!
The defense would like to request no such thing. But Christoph, I am the one in charge of this case.
Mr. Gavin?
Testimonies must relate to the case.
How could anything happen before that game of poker be related? I'm not sure I follow Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes in me sorely. I'm meant to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this. He is the defense, not you. Exactly. Oh, hi, Nami. It feels nice. It feels nice to take the control away. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Rest's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Good. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Rest's testimony? Hear that fucking testimony. This was Mr. Rest's strategy. He was planning this all along, and I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. Ep.2, Justice. You'd betray me, your teacher. I just imagining now this like Star Wars. Come to the dark side, Justice. I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This is about your loyalty. It's about the truth. Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please. That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We saw the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress, the girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut in his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to a defense attorney Gavin. Mr. Gavin, you were the worst ball to have the night of the murder? I then with him rather frequently. And did he talk to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder? Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and now. Good question, will you have Twitch subs with emojis and stuff eventually? I mean, I'm pretty sure I need to reach a certain amount of followers to have like subs, I think. But like, I could do that, yeah, I guess. I don't know if anyone would actually want to, but hey, it's a possibility. I also set up a coffee in case anyone wants to says, hey, you're funny, have some money. I don't know, it's there. I'm not gonna promote it or anything. I thought my office was doing you a favor when it took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Very well, the defense will examine the witness. Justice? Sir? He's lying and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright, this can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? It would be funny if Gavin was the face instead of Pain. That evening, Christopher and I had dinner. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yes, he danced with me at the ball club quite frequently. We were enjoying our usual dinner at Use's spot, as usual. I always sit at the table closest to the piano. I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting. So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner? Indeed, they were also my meal with Christoph. We dined for 2 hours. When Christoph left, after that, wow, 2 hours of just eating. Fill up with your dinner sentences in your home. Okay.
Hold it!
5 minutes? So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time? That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure. Hehehe. Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Christoph Gavin and Shady Smith may have met. I believe I did say that. Yeah, I was so nervous about this meeting. I don't hear it just paused in the hall. Those seem a little weak as evidence for murder. Oh, it would be if that was all really happened. Come on, Mr. Right. What are you hiding this time?
Trap fires, meeting the waitress.
Oh, this failed trap. Let me guess, Kevin was the one who took the card out of your pocket. This is the same trap that Miss Olga already mentioned? Yeah, the plan was simple, elegant. Let me escape this. We read this like 10 minutes ago. So the cards, yeah, please let me go forward with the fucking thing. Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. A quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found the card. The card she planted. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had the feeling something might have happened if I disposed of the card before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. An empty bottle of grape juice? The murder weapon? Well, let's break the bottle. Yes, I rolled it up and showed it in the colorless glass. Makes it hard to see. A bottle of wits between the deceiver and the would be deceived. That sounds like terrific drama. A card inside the murder weapon, that's strange. Police missing their investigation. Maybe we'll take a look. Mr. Wright, the booker head of court number 3 opposed this bottle of wits. Please summarize your testimony with this new information. Okay. Discover the trap in the game and dispose of the card. Let's see. Can I unscrew the bottle? No, I didn't want to do that. This is completely empty.
Objection!
Huh. Mr. Wright, if I may? Yes? I've examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here. No? Well, Mr. Wright, surely isn't all you have to say for yourself? I can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle, however. Huh? Perhaps a 5th person came and took it out? Oh, and a 6th person who would have helped? Mr. Gaby, Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies, Your Honor. I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing. So what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear? I mean, if Gavin was there, then he could have totally taken it. In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid the size calls for decisive evidence. Oh. Pushing harder, Justice. Break him. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. Why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore? Had dinner, we sat at the table with this photograph. Discovered the tartan in his game and disposed of the card in the bottle. Now that Gold and Smith was in control, let's call the police. You made the call to the police on the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly, cell phones don't get any signal in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at the time? Not at all, it was the middle of the night after all. So there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. He was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. And when you returned, the victim was already dead, yes. I'll admit I was a little startled when I walked in. Little? He was bleeding from his forehead after all. I guess I'd be startled too if I walked in a scene like that. Another phone call to defense attorney Gavian. Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavian? I'd obviously got involved in a rather sticky affair. I figured Christoph's law offices would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Christoph. Was I who got you involved after all? You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth what Mr. Wright is talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do. He's lying. Expose him, now. Yes, sir. I have to think, what's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with his testimony? The truth has to be in here somewhere. Well, I'm gonna press this one, just in case. Why in the bottle? I perceive my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapment, you see. I knew what was coming. Oh, so you struck first. I like that. I know every trick in the book. They don't work on me. At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, that they don't. Okay, so I have to press one of these. Use my defendant. I use the defendant to notify the police. Okay. Whoops, I need to use this. Christoph and I had dinner. I sat at the table in this photograph. Yeah, there's the piano, there's him, there's the food. I've pressed every statement, so there's nothing else I can pull out. She Smith, I discovered the traitor in this game and disposed of the card in the bottle. Knocked out Cole, and Smith was in control over it. Cole, when I turned, he was dead. Blood streaming from his forehead. Time of death was around 2 AM. Yeah, that's all that. Made another call to the defense attorney Gavin. Doesn't say anything that it was the last phone call made, so let's see. Wait.
Objection!
There we go. Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes? Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Good point. Justice? Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court? I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put a hand on his head. Eh? You? You put a hand on the dead man's head? He went through the entire poker game. After calling the police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view, shining bright, just like in this photograph. And I picked his hand up off the floor, over his head. Why don't you do anything like that? All I can say is, I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So, Miss Holly didn't see it? It being the victim's, his head? I think not, she was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin? This witness testimony is more like a travesty, riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's pad 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Christoph. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it is now or never. Don't be misled, I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. A reason? That reason is right here. Your cell phone? That night, I recall that I spoke with defense attorney Kevin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation. What's this? Now we're all here? I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court. Oh boy, let's see. Christoph, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game's not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him, hard. You mean someone had cracked that flawless bone china pate? It wasn't you, was it? Me, please, the cops should be here anyway, not? Name in your hands, should it come to that. Bone china plate? Oh, that's... okay, that was another typo. A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate, but paid. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Wait a second, something's not right about that phone call. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he's left the ball glove. Yep, she shouldn't be able to see the ball, so... Huh. Most certainly. Then how did he know? Where did he see this bone china pate? Pate, whatever, however it's called. That's right. Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. When I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you combine your privileged knowledge of the victim's health? So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? It's come down to this, has it, Miss Phoenix, right? Oh boy. Order, I will have order, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Kevin's testimony? Well, as the prosecutor, Very well, we'll break for 10 minutes, after which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for cross-examination. Are we all clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well, this will be the final recess for the day. Bye, Sheen. Have a good day. Or night. Yeah, night. Mr. Gavin and Mr. Red are both in just chamber. Who would have thought they would turn out like this? May I? Oh, hello. What? Hello, sir. Please, pick a card. What's all this about? Is this one okay? Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You need a trump card to make it. Is this the 5 of cards? Of hearts? A trump card? The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all. Oh, Ace of Spades, and with a blood drop. Where do I remember that card from? Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces and Mr. Red's 2. It's 5 aces in all. It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you. The missing 5th ace. Wait, this splotch of red. Is this blood? Yeah, you have your turn back card. That's up to you to get the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. Bye. This bloodstained card is my trump card for finding the truth. I fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl. I'd seen her recently, but where? Come on, Apollo! That's when I made the connection. Oh, okay. Thank God. Yeah, that'd be her. Bloody Ace. Sounds like a British term for some reason. Bloody Ace. Let me check that card real quick. Could this be the missing 5th ace?
A single drop of blood marks the front of the card. And that's all she wrote. And we know that this is a red card, so it was part of the actual deck.
Court will now reconvene. Defense attorney Christoph Gavin will please take the stand.
Oh boy, now we are cross-examining our bossu. This is going to be Phoenix the Doubter, right?
Now then, is you with Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Mr. the witness says his name and occupation. Is this farce necessary, Your Honor?
Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom.
Fine, I'll play along.
First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat?
By secret, I'm guessing him is the fact that Mr. Smith has a wall. Forgive my curiosity, but what is about his fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it.
Objection!
And here, oh my god, right, I is now taking the, I wouldn't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Wright, why the fuck are you here?
No people want to take their bosses to court, but this is quite something. The music is a bit slowed down for some reason. Unless that's this version of this song. The tune just comes with him out everywhere.
What do you think you are doing, right?
Wow, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time. At that one time, being the instant he was hit.
Oh!
When Mr. Wright returned from the reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have had to be at the scene of the crime, at the time of the crime. In other words, you have to be the real killer, is what you're trying to say. Not bad, Apollo. Hehehe.
Mr. Gavin,
I am afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court. What? Payne is just like, what the fuck is going on with this case? Oh, I assure you I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright. Yet, I am afraid the current situation is a little reason to hide anything. Very well, allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night. And allow me to fucking break your knees, I mean, your testimony. Wait, crime against foul people, change my mind. We have to protect the judge. We have to.
Finally, you may begin testimony. Tell us, how were you involved in the events of this fateful night?
Where is mine right now? God damn it, not again. What is happening? People right involved. And Mia and... There is a sense in that man that night troubled me. Oh, so you're an anime character. Gotcha. I feel your rage, your killing intent. I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. Must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. Bald head, an unconscious girl, alright, holding a bottle in his hand. Since that was not the best place for me to be at the time, and so I left. That's when the call came from, right? So you witnessed the murder? For better or for worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed.
Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team. Your testimony is clearly about just our client.
What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand, after all. So you are Mr. Gavin. And you have to testify as you just did. You have to tell them you saw the scene of this crime through that little window. Mr. Wright? You have to say that. Because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right, Apollo? Oh.
Mr. Wright, the defense should do their examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor. I can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin.
This trial is getting weirder and weirder.
Oh boy. Let me check that window. Is there no photo that shows the window? Went down to the basement and peeking through the little window to the hideout. The little window, I know it should be like somewhere in one of these pictures. Not in this one. Not in that one. Huh, weird. I remember seeing the window. I don't see it. Maybe I imagine it, I don't know. Well, let's start pressing then. I don't have any evidence, I can just press.
That man, you mean Mr. Smith? He was different from the other customers. His aura, shall we say.
Dude, stop trying to act like you're a JoJo character. Even if you dress like Jonathan Joestar. Well, not Jonathan, you dress more like George.
I knew he was a serious poker player, but it's more than that.
So then you knew that you arranged your client's job?
Of course, but I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling, which would be illegal.
Well, it makes sense that he know. They were friends, after all.
Worried for my friend, I returned to the club. You see, I feared this Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score.
I see, what happened then? Went down, breaking through the little window. The little window? You mean the one used to keep watch up the stairs?
Yes, a relic of the ancient past.
Black marketeers used it, I believe. Why did you go through the trouble of peeking in through the window?
Wouldn't it have been easier to just open the door and go into the room? I didn't want to upset Wright, you see?
Upset Mr. Wright?
Yes, but my fears have been unfounded.
I've been walking in under Matt's bad form, to say the least. So far everything is saying makes sense.
It must have been right after the murder took place.
He was dead and he appears in the photo. Bad head and unconscious and very holding broken in his hand. He was not the best place for me at the time, so I left. So the call came from Mr. Wright. Is it going to be a problem for you to examine your own boss?
I'm fine.
Wasn't that told me never to pull punches in my cross-examinations?
Was you, Mr. Gavin.
I learned it from watching you. Okay, so there isn't any weird gestures that I can be like, I see. So let's see.
Hold it!
How do you know it was right after the murder? Really, no need to shout, Justice. I was just getting to that part in my testimony.
Ah, there he is, the coolest defense in the West we know and love. When you're standing out there on the witness stand, and things never change.
I was afraid you'd change too, right? But you haven't. You and an overbearing personality of yours.
With friends like this, who needs enemies?
The victim was dead, and as he appears in the photo.
Hold it!
Give me the deeds.
By photo, you mean the second photograph of the crime scene?
Precisely, you see, he wasn't wearing his hat then.
I saw his head when he was dead.
And Mr. Wright came along and replaced his hat.
Can you describe the scene of the crime for us?
A bald head, an unconscious girl, Wright holding a bottle in his hand.
Hold it!
Those were the only three at the scene of the crime.
Yes, as far as I saw, at least.
Then we're back where we started. The killer was the defendant, finished right. Where's could have been? But why did you talk to the police?
Two reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend Wright, and after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
Objection!
There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime. Justice, I just said I saw no one, not a soul. But that was against what Mr. Wright said. Ah yes, this mysterious fourth person would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose.
Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavian.
Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap cards in the victim's hand? Perhaps you can show us the reason why such a thing will be necessary? Can I show something I can find myself? Remember, Apollo, the guard was swallowed was the fifth ace. Fifth ace, right. Well, Mr. Justice, the question of why the killer was swallowed card has been raised. Can you point to a reason? It's now or never. The defense would like to present evidence to the court when showing the reason why a card was swapped out. Then go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why the killer take the fifth ace? My reason is this. Is that an ace? Why it's got blood on it. Right next to the spade. Whoa. What? This is insane! What wasn't I told about this? Could this be the missing fifth ace? Inconceivable! How could you? What are you doing with that card? Well, that's the thing. Why is Mr. Gaming so upset? It's just as a fishy card from some fishy girl. Oh, that card? It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the Porsche wall cloud that climbed after the murder had occurred. I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade after all.
Objection!
No! Impossible! Unacceptable! The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud! A fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene. The real... Oh, he baited him! Oh my god! Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason? The reason for the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime. Where are you going with this? Take another look at the photo, and everything's said. At the moment of the crime, his head fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen off one of the cards? I suppose. The killer then took the card to hide the blood. Regardless, the evidence is non-permissible. Oh? Right. Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence? Oh, we can discuss the finest points of our legal system later. What's important now is that I've answered your question. What are you talking about? I on the beach and the audacity of this bitch. You wanted to know what the killer would have taken a card from the crime scene? And now, I've told you. One drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see?
Objection!
This is basis conjecture, basis! Oh boy, he's gotten sick. Oh boy! Oh, I assure you it is quite based. What? It's amazing, really. How a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo? Yes? Try picturing the scene of the crime. In your head. Whoa! With the power of the ES, we have the power of 3D! Yeah, I also noticed a very special pin in that hat too, which reminds me of a certain someone. The murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the power table, and before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand. Given this, there is one decisive problem with the scene. Well, what is it? Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on a card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? The victims, the killers, the witness, the second witness, the audacity of this bitch. Whose position doesn't fit with the bloody card? Okay. It wouldn't be... Let me see... I mean, the victim was on the sofa, so the blood couldn't have trickled into a card. Right? I think that's right. Because the witness was unconscious. Also, yeah, he was standing up. He wasn't on the sofa. He was swinging around his bottle.
Take that!
Well, isn't it the victim's position that's the problem? I don't follow your logic here, Mr. Justice. Well, look, the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. I think any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him. Oh! Take a look at the photo again. If he bled in this position, the blood would fall on the floor, not on the cards. Why, that's right. So, what does this mean? Incidentally, we're sitting in swivel chairs. Swivel chairs? Oh man. Apollo, try turning the chair around. Okay, that was funny. Hey, the jar was facing the other way? It will have to be. So, we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table. When Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing? When I came back to the room, the body was facing as seen in this photo. That would mean the killer turned the chairs back around. Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder, but this creates another significant contradiction. Again? Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Apollo, whose location in this diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? The victims, the killers, the witnesses, second witnesses. If the victim was facing away, the killer would be, yeah. The killer should be in, I think that's what they're trying to. Yeah, if the victim was struck from the front, right? Correct? Indeed. Well, wouldn't it be hard for a killer to hit it from to hit him from the front, sitting where his indicator currently is? I would think it'd be quite hard. Yes. Yes, what you're saying makes no sense. Well, the victim suddenly turned to face the wall in the middle of the game. I believe there's sufficient reason why it shouldn't come to light. What? There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually. Look at the diagram. Apollo, if the victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here, where would his assailant be standing? Clear mark in the diagram. Well, but there's no room to mark where the killer should be. Don't worry, let's think it through and see what we find. The victim was facing towards the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget out everything else. Where would the killer have to be standing to strike our victim from the front? Well, it would be here. Look at the graph this game, yeah. Like every game is just like, look at this photograph. Every time I show it makes me laugh. The killer had to be standing. Well, you get points for flair, but that's about all you get. I thought I was onto something there too. I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. Everything is facing a solid cupboard. Why are you claiming the killer climbed that cupboard and hit him from above? Ha! It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that, at the very moment of the crime... Wait! I know! At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there. What's this now? I mean, that's the only explanation, right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. Suddenly, Phoenix went from having sporadic moments in the first 3 games to suddenly Galaxy Brain. We should arrange to examine the cupboard and the hideout immediately. Bailiff, send the team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try to move the cupboard. Ah, Your Honor? What? There's one more thing you are mentioned before. Please give this to the bailiff. Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright. I do my best. And I'm gonna drink some water. Man, this is one meaty first trial. But let's forge ahead while we wait. Look at that diagram once again, it's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, this cupboard wasn't here. Which means... Apollo, try moving the cupboard. Bah! Thank you. As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been as shown here, which blocks the window. Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my! What's ooh, what's this? Now released from the pain of protagonism, Phoenix can release his fragrances. What is it now? Look at the diagram of the green symbol. What the fuck? It appears we found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction. In fact. Oh dang! Now this is something Apollo or another action is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator. Is the victim, the killer, the audacity of the bitch. It is Mr. Gavin.
Take that!
About this cupboard. Are we all okay with assuming it was moved? Sure, why not? Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. This is your blocked window. Oh, whoa, what's this? The cupboard would completely cover the window of the window to the stairs. Oh, that's right. So standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin. What did you say? Oh, it's the coolest defense in the West losing his school. Nah, don't expect you playing along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was, while the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court exactly where did you witness the crime scene from? Excuse me, Your Honor. Order, this is a court of law and I will have order. We just received word from investigative team at the more small club. They've examined the cupboard in the hideout, Your Honor. Oh? What did they find? Well, Your Honor, it turns out there is a secret process behind it. Oh my god, it's the Borsball Club, like some sort of Russian spy bunker or something. Well, old Russian spy bunker or something. What? I mean, his name is Christoph, which makes me think he actually would... Oh my, what is this? What is this connectiveness? Ah yes, I believe I mentioned something on this show before. This is one of the tricks to the room of many of our regulars know about. Oh wait, no, it was a crime thingy, I forgot. I am very stupid, as you all can see. I don't remember him saying something about that now that he mentions it. A secret process is a handy thing that we have when you're engaged in illegal going-ons. I know when you might need to duck away from the edge of the law. So the room has a secret passage, where does it go? The other side connects to the restaurant above. Then their both bosses could get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of porridge, no doubt. Just like our killer. Everyone is like, oh boy. You see where a line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo? I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked and the victim's head was only off his head for a few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin? Come on, say something. Dare I ask what really happened that night? Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith, with Destiny. There, he crouched, hidden in the secret passageway, behind the cardboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it. What? Wait here, I'll get help. Miss Olga Orly was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. By this time was soon to come. Mr. Wright when I started to call the cops, with Mr. Shady Smith, all in the hideout with the unconscious dealer.
Who se puede titular como machine guns.
Yeah, I say I know that it was explained as a black market thing, but I am stupid. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. The victim must have heard the cop or sliding aside. It's just like nothing personal, kid. Pah! After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. The single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime. Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. He had noticed the cards on the floor, and the fact that they were all red.
No, it means I have bad memory, Jaime, that's all.
Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Payne. Yes, sir. The prosecution will continue the investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant he is hereby declared clear of all suspicion.
Ah, the good old story.
Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
Objection!
Okay, what are you gonna pull now, boy? Oh, no need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand.
Your point, Mr. Gavin?
Frankly, Your Honor, I am shocked that a person of your caliber will be taken by such a low-grade parlor trick.
Excuse me?
The defendant is cleared of all suspicion? This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
Illegal evidence?
Objection!
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin, is there any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Oh, of course, this bottle, for instance. The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking. How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints? Am I right, Mr. Payne? Actually, yes, the fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down. I seem to recall this being an issue earlier. The court in this case demanded an explanation. I can think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down, and that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor? See how the goldfish turns to the last. Well, Apollo? Yes? Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle sale. I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation. Just like that. Yeah. Just like what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to... Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. Is there really another? Take another look at the court record. I bet you'll find a simple answer there, in plain sight. Let's see. Say the blunt force trauma. Well, I mean, there is the fact that there's no blood in the bottle. That's a good reason. What else? Here's the bottle. Okay, so we have the bottle on the table. The cards. Then we have this one with the same picture. The bottle is here. Submitted as evidence by Prosecutor Payne. Photographs submitted as evidence. Nothing else I can say about this. Why would you hold it upside down? Doesn't seem like the crates anything special that would require you to hold it like that. Let's keep seeing what happens. How did you say the answer in plain words? It would be hasty to deliver objective with unanswered questions. Indeed, I'm going to save real quick. Yes, yeah. I'm saving just because I don't trust. Well, Mr. Justice. Mr. Kevin said that the court and this case demand an explanation. Don't worry, justice won't live until justice is done. Perhaps the defense will care to enlighten the court. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down? I cannot present profiles. Let's see. It's neither of the cards. Nothing seems weird with the bottle. So you have to explain why the fingerprints are upside down. There's nothing here either. Was it because of its position on the table? Because you can't really grab it upright if it's positioned like this. It's the only thing that really comes to mind. You know what? Here comes nothing.
Take that!
Oh boy. Perfect time for a penalty, okay. What do I expect? I have no idea how to explain it. You're thinking too hard, Apollo. The answer's right in front of you. Just reach down and pick it up. After some situation might work grab bottle upside down. I mean, does he mean this picture? Because it feels like you could just grab the bottle normally. Is it just really the position of the crate?
Take that!
Oh my god, it really is. It doesn't... I feel like it's completely easy to grab that bottle normally in that position. Like, I feel like this isn't the biggest evidence ever, but okay. Place the bottle on the floor next to your chair. Excuse me, on the floor? Yeah, I can still grab it if normally if I just move my body a bit. Like, yes, now reach down and pick it up without getting out of your chair. You can still grab it normally. See, you need to go to pick up the bottle by its neck with your fingers upside down. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. The defendant is the right side here, playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor on the side of his piano bench. He would naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times. Oh, I can't believe it was so simple. Recall how dinner that evening, Christoph. I was drinking my usual juice then too. Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed. Oh, then you must have remembered.
So you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano, and you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles, but it looked like a murder weapon. I mean, yeah, it's more natural, but you can still grab it normally. Whatever. Order, order, order. What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin? Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection. Holy shit, how much am I going to have to refute you? What? You claim that I switched the bottle? Where is your proof? Proof? Well, that's, as I thought, more baseless conjecture. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty.
Objection!
And here comes the ride. Here... I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, when you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier, do you recall I requested an additional investigation? Ah, yes! I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Ball Club. And here's one of the bottles in question. What, are you going to dash that for fingerprints too? I'll be surprised if anywhere on that but his. Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such an obvious mistake, true? That wouldn't won't bear a trace of anything. Say, Apollo. Yes? Why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle? But why? Just humor me because it's going to have blood. Also they fucking say like, just humor me. Mr. Wright, that bottle will show this case once and for all. What? That's a bottle? Yeah, it must have blood or something. Aha! It doesn't have blood but it's the card, so that works too. There's something inside the bottle. It is the Five of Hearts. What's this? That card. It can't be. Recall an imprisoned woman's testimony for a moment. Mr. Olga Sorley? Yes, or little swindling the vodka. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and it's like I was outside, just like I was supposed to. Sweet everything, but the blood the guy was on, that failed. Wait, this isn't... You are telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? The one you mentioned in the piece of testimony? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found the card. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was a Five of Hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Dispose? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been bringing right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. Is this your card, Mr. Christoph? The Five of Hearts is the card. The bottles were swapped, and the only one who could have done that was the fourth person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gaben. Oh boy. What the fuck? He has the Force. Holy shit. That is all. He has the Force. Is this your idea of revenge? Phineas Wright? Oh, so you are the one responsible for him losing his badge. I got you. Revenge? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago. My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? This is insane! What was this? They hit the prosecutor! This is... Pain becomes just a bad monkey in this case. I believe this time we finally come to the end of the trial. Mr. Paint, you have a report for us on Christoph Caven. He has admitted everything. We're proceeding his arrest now. I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he? I feel like he actually wanted to convict Phoenix. Not that we know of. Mr. Wright, have you anything to add?
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter.
Oh, this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. An old profession to be sure, and that's all we know about him. I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor. Unless suddenly Christoph has this super hyper pass with fucking Shady, and suddenly Shady killed his wife and left. Mr. Wright? Yes? 7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch.
Christoph Caven was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer.
He was extremely talented to be sure.
I needed 2 things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice was tolerated, this courtroom. The second was a man who could tolerate no injustice, in other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo.
Me?
A dark time is coming for our legal system.
Again? Then we have enough with Von Karma.
A twisting of justice brought on by our very own court system, because you guys have the stupidest fucking system in the entire country, and I don't know how this country has collapsed. We have to set it right. Mr. Wright. Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. I am now your papa.
Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. And Payne doesn't get to be paid again. Court is adjourned.
April 20th. Thanks, Apollo. You came through just like I thought you would. I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing there. That was you who convinced Mr. The killer. I'm gonna have to own it by myself. You said it too today, didn't you? Your ability. Ability? Yes, a sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough. You have the power of drugs, Apollo. Use it well. I wonder if he means... I wonder if he means my fucking sclera problem. What was that, Mr. Wright? You'll have to find the answer to this question yourself. The answer, right. Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them about Mr. Caven. What possible reason could he have to commit a crime? Perhaps you'll learn in the days to come. Wait, you don't know, do you? This locket is the key. Oh, that reminds me, I met the girl whose picture is in your locket. Yeah. Your daughter, right? That's right, she's my daughter and also wise. Why did I switch for the... There we go. You know, you were right about this locket. Now I'm clicking on the top screen, because despite the fact I shouldn't have it work. Whatever. Eh? Oh, and now I will change. Give me another second. Yep, there we go. Although this office neck the neck dive, it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. The truth is, this locket really did belong to him. Wait, but that's perjury! You testified, you said that locket was yours! I said no such thing, actually. Huh? I merely said that it was a locket with my doctor's picture inside. A subtle distinction, but distinction nonetheless. And it's the truth, and no one realized the loophole. Wait, but then why? Why was the victim waiting a locket with a picture of your dad inside it? Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time.
You're still just getting started with your career. Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for gaming law offices after all. Just my first trial. Oh boy, now I'm without a job. I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gaming get led away in handcuffs. Apollo. Yes? How about coming to work for me? Eh? You mean at the right and call offices? I mean, there's not a single attorney imagination that doesn't know it. There's not a single attorney imagination that doesn't know it. I can imagine that to be true, but... Wait, but didn't you... You're not a... Oh, I turned in my badge, yes? I'm not an attorney anymore. That incident 7 years ago. The legendary trial. And at the middle of it, all was one man. Finished right. The case reached its sad conclusion and left law for good. I have questions. This was just the first case, Apollo. Have you ever thought of coming back to the courts? I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Lies. We all know what they all know. There are other 2 games with him as the main lawyer. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There's a single piece of forged evidence. Forged evidence? What are you talking about? I mean, the bottle was forged evidence. I suspect talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. Oh wait, evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. One piece of evidence struck me as odd, it's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect. I always trust the forged evidence. It seemed too perfect. Is it the cheap photo? Or this is Olga's photo, but this is the cheap's photo. I know this isn't like essential, so I may ask you guys if I don't get what it is, just to get the flavor text. A piece of evidence was forged. Okay, let's see. We have this. We have this photo. One piece was forged, one that struck us so from the beginning, as if it was too perfect. I mean, the bottle was, but it wasn't really... Okay, is it the bottle? Nope, okay. I'm thinking it might be one of the color photos then, because it's just weird that we have these photos in black and white, and then suddenly there's two photos that are just color. One is Olga's, which makes sense because she has her own camera, and the other was this one. Is the cheap photo the forged evidence? Oh, I am not smart. Oh wait. Oh, it was the ace, wasn't it? Like Phoenix forced the ace to trap. Was it that the ace was forced so that we could trap Gaben? If not, then I will just put on the dance cap. Yeah, I thought so. Like the moment it was like this must be false, I was like, oh, so did Phoenix use a wrong? Like I love how I myself said so Phoenix must have used a false card to trap Gaben, and then I didn't realize that. You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Right? Yes, that card could have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left. You mean the wrong card in this place, luckily for us. Core cannot say it's a fraud, how can you be so sure? You would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud. The one who took the real core from the crime scene, the real killer. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago. Then, really? Yes, I forged this car. One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real. Wow, and you call bullshit on Edgeworth? How dare you, Phoenix? But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney? Whose coincidence are attorney, Apollo? So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago. None of that matters much now, does it? I punch him. I mean, he's used to it. There's barely. It's your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office's address. Drop in if you like. Mr. Wright. Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, take that, next time. I find it packs a little more punch. And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time. He fell from a brain. Barely has beaten him up for ages. Just a mess. And with that, Mr. Wright opened the door. And that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved. And at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Just like in the first fucking game. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I found out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins. The end. Shush, Jaime, don't worry about it. A brand new episode! Turnout Corner. Save! Okay, so... Okay, so we can continue the corner. Okay. So we are at... Yeah, we can continue a bit longer. We can go for a bit longer. It's only... yeah, it's good. Let's go! Oh, that is trippy to look at. Okay. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. I'm gonna have to quickly go this. This looks... Oh, and now it changed it to the top. What the fuck? Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. Saber! Jaime hasn't played the second and third game. Oh wow, that's a converted this. You die. Oh, this is Dark Souls, okay. It's okay. I mean, Jaime was pretty much risking himself to getting spoiled, considering he went into a stream of the fourth game, but still. Eh. June 15, 9/12. Right and go. Two months have passed in Mr. Gaben's arrest. My first trial, I lost both my mentor and my job. Wow. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. But then when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. Oh wow, the place has changed a lot. Here being the legendary Ride and Cola offices. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling.
You must be here for an interview right this way, huh? Oh, there you are. Hello there. No, that's not the voice. Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. No. What is this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must at least one. Well, I guess defending? Defending? Unusual talent, but it'll do. Put a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead, show me, defend. Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can just defend here. First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they will be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? I think you've got the wrong kind of interview. What? Defend? No? Excuse you, do you know where you are? The right and call offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign off front again. What's the read? Look, it says right there. Oh. What does it say? Right Talent Agency. Welcome to the Right Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Justice Ep.2-The, CEO. I'm a magician. Yes, the CEO of talent. She would do well in Danganronpa. It all came flooding back. The trial, that girl. Oop. Hello sir, please pick a card. That's right. She's my daughter. Blah blah. Justice right. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo Justice, Attorney at Law. Hey, the old display. We have Right Talent Agency, Justice Right, and Finance Right. So let's start with the agency. Okay, Jaime, sure. So, is this real talent agency? You bet! Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I cannot say those words. Oh god. I'm gonna need more water for this. Daddy started 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. The 2 people doesn't include you. Justice Right, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows, big too. I'm a professional, you know. Right. Put it on fridge. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? What if he doesn't see that as a problem? Why, there are many magicians who can do magic. At least you are optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're your Phoenix Wright's daughter. That's right, after studying with last 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his... Oh my god, no! This is too much! No. I'm in charge of this whole office too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, would you agree? 15? How is this Mr. Wright? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. So it's been... Wait!
Are you adopted? I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. Yeah, like, I was like, okay, you must be adopted, or else Phoenix has a secret life I've never heard of. About Mr. Red giving up law, was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? Eh, you know about that? Not the details. If that happened 7 years ago, it's 26, so it would be... So the incident would have happened around 1 year after the third game, right? I remember the news though, it was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. What's going on? I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy, right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Oh, it's not Hottie Clinic. Oh, that's sad. Right, well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. I'm guessing that you're going to be our Maya. That's a lot of fucking books. So this is Mr. Wright's hospital. What the f... Huh? Visitors, are ya? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yep, Dr. Hicks feels the name. Good morning, doctor. Oh, hiya there, Tracy. Good as ever. God, why did you have to return? Is this Daddy's room? Oh yeah, set his come for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Tracy? Got any places you'd like examine? Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Well, if it isn't the Daddy Oak, the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Lucy. God, please disappear from this game. No, Jaime, you don't understand. You will understand though, in the future. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright? What the fuck happened? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Oh, so that was what appeared in the small scene that was constantly switching between top and bottom screen for some reason. You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swear, but I'll give him that. Picture me toes 30 feet through the air. Holy shit. Only stopping when my head hit the telephone pole. Oh, how are you alive? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprain leg. Are you Jesus? He really is as lucky as they say. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. Hehe, get it, right? I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big! No, not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trussy's still a child. How many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. But you'll always be this little... No! 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 My food, I'm not buying it. Oh, sometimes you should know what... Something you should know about Tracy. She's a magician. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere magician. She's a genius. Oh, Daddy. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them. So, why did you contact me? Why do I have to experience this hell of daddies? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me? No need to be prickly now. How did I be dragged in like this? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Help! We're in big trouble here at the office. Big! I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people. One of them is in the hospital. That's right! Daddy, how are we going to pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. One of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. Trucy, you must learn the way of capitalism and finances. Of all for daddy. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school again. No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us, Polly. What? No, it's my fault. Polly, I like that name. Yeah, Trucy's 15-year-old. She said it herself. God. Yes, Jaime, what's the problem? How will you come work for us? I got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy? Hook, line and sinker. Haha, now it's time to reel him in. It's official, I'm scared. Our client, Sayos Kiravis. That is... Wait, why is the quality dropping on my end? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Something weird happened on my phone. It's okay. And yeah, I literally asked that myself, Jaime. Like, why are you asking that yourself now? Yeah, it was just on my end. Also, I'm guessing that Trucy is probably adopted and she just doesn't know it. Jaime, I swear to fucking God, stop trying to load a fucking minor. I am serious. Ah yes, here. Oh yes, here, take a look at my panel screen. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that, into chime pasta joint. And al dentes. Oh. I'm going to punch these pants right in the face. I'm going to do it. Wait, that's only 5 yards? That's only around 5 meters? These are some sort of streets! I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. Okay, so that was one of the flashes we saw. And zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. Huh? You went to the client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Whoa, hold on, I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry, once you found the guy, I'm going to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up, it was just a joke. Huh? Oh, Daddy, sorry Apollo, he just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny. Yeah, I know for a very big fact, after playing three goddamn games. Though his sass is up to point. Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now. The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going, it's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Don't look into my accident too, would you?
I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. Is that park really just called People Park? Why? It's right in front of this park, should be easy to find. So he's going to make me investigate this after all. Map! Let's examine this room real quick, I'm a bit curious. Oh, change. Oop. Oh my god, okay, no worth changing. What's that on TV? It looks like some sort of action hero show. Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffling Samurai. How many samurais are in People Park? How many samurais are in this goddamn series? His Booger Flick attack is a bit hit with a grade school crowd. I had no idea you like this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? I see Maya got a bit into you. Not in that way. Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know? Yeah. Try not buying them. No, it's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports. Your reports? It's a long story, like a lot of things actually. Well, let's investigate your books. A swaying, sprawling stack of DVD cases. The Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Sappy Samurai, Electric Boogaloo. I was having a trip down memory lane and you ruined it. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Aww. Huh? Like a niece or nephew? Something like that. Is that we told Maya? Quite the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with her allowance. Funny, Mr. Red is the type that kids would like. Well, the grape juice. Daddy, you're stuck some grape juice in again! The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here! The fact that it's actual grape juice in the Japanese version makes this so even like this sounds like some this sounds like some sort of like JoJo thing, like no grape juice in my establishment. Lucy, look at the label. Oh, did you see mineral water? That's fine, I guess. I switched the labels until Trucy K. What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. Just the fact that everyone just has this problem with grape juice is a bit amazing. Okay, must be the cases. Okay. Mr. Wright's bed, it's really messy. Look how messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy? God damn it. Yikes, she's attempting to clean up. Look out. You got me, what can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let words get out of Apollo if you don't mind. Yeah, it might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play the piano. This is... More DVDs, a little piano. This looks like a child's toy piano. Gotta practice, I don't want my fingers to get stiff. Pro always keeps this sweating palm close at hand. Shall I play you a tune? No thanks. How unfortunate. I so rarely get a chance to play. I wonder why. Okay, I think that's everything. Let us move to the talent agency. June 15. Oh, just realized it's been like 2 months. Holy shit.
Hey.
How are you planning on making me wait, eh? Ah, good morning.
Hey.
Okay, give me a second, I have to think a voice.
Hey there, Trashy doll.
No.
Hey there, Trashy doll. Sounds like your pubs had a bit of a rough spot, eh?
Oh, swell then as well, I guess.
This is our client? Hey, sir, is it that pollo fellow?
Pollo! Oh, yes, the name is Apollo.
Look at it there, as our sword crafts like, ready to fight.
Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you?
Just tell you what I need, right? I mean, tell you now, down now, pollo.
Don't worry, don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it.
Defense? You're another half good? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed, my gear's been kept, my noodle stand's been stolen.
Noodle? You know Mr. Eldoom from the Noodle Stand Don Chapoli? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him.
You new in these parts?
Not really.
Do you know the best noodles in town? Eldoom's noodles.
Whose noodles?
My noodles! Help me out here, Trushy doll.
This is Mr. Kai Eldoom. Our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoom? Oh my god, he has a fucking harmonica.
Anything for you, Trushy doll.
God. Okay, so it's 3 hours. So I think. No, I'm pretty sure that's a harmonica. Recorder es la flauta de los chinos. Esa que usamos en el colegio, Jaime. El Duns Noodles. Noodles el Duns. It's almost perfect. These noodles. Okay, so we have hit 3 hours, and this is about to get to the important matter in this case. So I think we could leave it here. Pop. And toop. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for today. Seems like the right spot. We fucking beat the shit out of Gaben, and now he's probably, I don't know, probably gonna get executed or something. Apparently that's very common in this country. And well, thank you two for his own horny tail. Thank you two so much for sticking with me, sharing that everyone else kinda just yeeted off eventually, but oh well, that's show business. That's just where we belong. That's where Spectra belongs. For he is a simp. Not any kind of simp, the greatest simp. Because he's simping for fucking Larina of people. A real person simp for the real me, I can dream. But that's okay. One day you will be a big fish, Jaime. One day. But yeah, these were really fun. This fucking game is somehow is super hilarious, so weird. Like my god, I never thought I'd find a game that this game could up the funniness level. And Apollo, I already love in Apollo. It's just great. And now we also have Whittle Tusi, who when Phoenix Wright 7 gets released, the fucking assistant is going to be like 5 at this rate. We had a match at 17, now we have Trucy at 15. Our next step is 10. Let's go, boys. Yeah, so I heard. I am a bit spoiled on Spirit of Justice, so I know quite a few stuff. In the old times, I didn't expect to play. I know nothing about anything except that Phoenix apparently fell from a bridge. But yeah, before I even considered that I was ever going to play like Phoenix Wright, I saw this YouTuber I really like put a video talking about Spirits of Justice, so I was like, why not? What could go wrong? And now here we stand, with me regretting my decisions in life. Oh well. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to finish the stream here today. Thanks you two for joining and being great and being funny and all that stuff. Though I'll send your messages to Nami because she's a fucking amazing artist who does amazing shit. Okay, goodbye you guys. Whoops.